Today, welcome back to AYI Training Center on JavaScript tutorial for beginner. This is the second video by recording the number of people attending event. So an example, everyone will enter a numbering like an 8, 5 to save, which is a group 1, it was 4. If you're not happy, I can clear the text, come back to 0, I can start and save group 1. Then I can clear the group 1 and I can add more group. I can also remove the number and go back to negative or go up to maybe as much as I can and then save group 2. So these are like attendees, like group 1, they were teaching, group 2, they were 19, another group will come and then we save, maybe they were 28, I'll clear. The third group we save. Then let's say we're happy for the group and then we can print only the group of people attending the event. I'm gonna say print, then we can print a specific only this one. Now we're gonna discuss this from scratch. These are the 3 videos. Watch video 1, the HTML part, and video part 2 cover the CSS, and video 3 cover the JavaScript. First thing, we're gonna go to CSS page. We did link our page, body, so the whole body, and then the margins. We put the margin at 0 pixel. Background color to be red. The width of the page we're gonna put 100%. Just put the width 100%. My link, I don't remove this bar, and that's one that the CSS not working. And refresh. Okay, there is what we get. Now we go to the background color red and the margin 0. You can see the letters, everything's are close to the end because we put the margin 0. So now you're gonna align all the text. Align, align items in the center. And we also justify content in the center. Okay, before we say display content flexible. And then let's go and then refresh everything in the center. Now we get everything in the center. Next point, I'm going to add what we need to add on these margins top, and we can put, let's put it about maybe 20 pixel, and then we save. Okay, now that's what we get. Let's go back to HTML and on your div, because all these are in this div. So we're gonna give this a class, and the class name is mine. Then we're gonna go to CSS. Make sure whenever you add anything, you must save, and then you call the mine, the dot mine class background color aqua play. Okay. Then you can see the result. If you look at the text of this view are too close to the end. So let's create a padding. Padding inside, we're gonna call padding 20 pixel. And then you serve refresh. You're gonna see now here we got the padding. So I'm gonna go to text align center. And we go and the result now that look nice now here. Or you can put the auto mean it's gonna fit accordingly the size. Let me just use it. I'm gonna specify the height of the container height, so that because when the text comes, it doesn't go overflow. 400 pixel for save, and we see the result. Okay, that's fine because I need to push this button a little bit down. The border color, we'll put color white. So I'm going to define the border style. Use a groove. Border width. The border width, we can try to put about 15 pixel. 15 pixel. Then I'm going to say, now there is a result. Then we have the view of what we want to view. But the next step now here, this border, I don't want to be square. We're going to put a radius. So the border we can use 20 pixel. So for save, then that's Now you can see we got a little bit small round. Okay, now the next I'll go to my HTML text class. I'm gonna name it a class text1, and then we call text1 dot text1 red color, font size 30 pixel. Okay, 30 pixel is fine. We keep a 30 pixel. And from the HTML, we look at the text, not the second one, and then we're gonna call it a class text2 dot, and then I tap the text2, and then we call this. So I just want the color of this text to be, we want it because this is the mine green yellow. I think green yellow is sun. Okay, and then the font size, we're gonna make it a little bit bigger than the text are. The font size, we're gonna put 50 pixel. So sometimes you can just click select your, and then when you select, you can pick up the color inside here. So okay, now we're done for that one. Now let's go to buttons. So on the buttons, I'm gonna just use all of them. All of these buttons have the same size. Element is all my button. I'm using input element. So on the input, we will decide. And then the width for all the buttons must be, let's make it 150 pixel. And the height for all the buttons, right, and must be around 20 pixel. It mustn't be too big, huh? Okay. Now the save button must move a little bit down. So from the input of all save, say class echo button 1 from CSS page, so dot, and we call the class. Now we want this button to have different colors. So background color of the button, background color green. Input buttons, you can also use dot button or what the class or the element and class is still gonna have the same result. So I'm gonna go put margin top 10 pixel. Okay, now that's perfect. I'm gonna go to HTML, print buttons, come inside and then say class. We give it, I call it button2, button style sheet. Now from the style sheet, I'm gonna copy the whole element here because it's gonna be the same thing. I'm gonna copy this, the one we use for button 1, which is the save button, and I paste it down. I'm just gonna change the class because this is gonna be button 2. Change this 1 to 2. The color of the print blue color. Now we come to HTML. So we're gonna call it as text3 CSS down before the save button. Text3 color. Then we call the font size. Okay, font size we want, like we say, 15 pixel. And refresh. Okay, that's final. Okay, now that's the end of CSS. Thanks so much for watching this video. Please follow us on all our social media and leave your comment to tell us much about our video and what you expect more on what we are doing. Comment and subscribe to all.
Markers of mine.